Yeah, barman. This says it's all working. That's always worrying. That's a worry. Yep, it says upcoming. If we refresh, and if I click on that, it says live, and there's a person in the chat. I wonder if that's me. Oh dear. Oh, well, I've come to check the audio on this shit, and it's actually already got my microphone on. Oh shit, you've all heard me rabbiting on like a drunk fucking individual. Well, while it's rabbiting on like a drunk individual, you can all wait for me to pour a fucking Jager before I roll the intro. Or one person that's probably me. Oh, I wonder who else is live. Ah, let's have a quick look. Yeah. Oh, crap. It's monochromatic light source. You're a fucking stalker. I love you, but you're a stalker. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes to start up, mate, before I do very, very drunk live streams. I know, it's sad. Well, apparently no one is actually live right now. Oh, I might get a few good turnouts. I'm just going to pour myself another rum and fuck it, another Jaeger bomb. Oh, I got an electric shock off the Jaeger machine. Oh, but monochromatic, how are you? I know the audio's probably not horrendously loud on this at the moment, but we'll roll an intro in a minute. Let's have some. We'll have mango rum this time. And then a roll an intro. I've got videos, I've got alcohol. It's going to be a good night. And I've recorded a video. Woo! Did you enjoy the live stream earlier? I haven't seen any live streams earlier, Mono. I've literally had some friends over. We've been drinking. I've recorded a video involving CC and another job. And then I thought, you know what? I'm in the pub on my own. It's almost midnight. Let's do a live stream. Excuse me. Probably not the best plans in the world. But why not? Why the fuck not? Let's go back to my channel. Your channel. Does it tell me how many are queued up, ready to go? Oh, there's 2 watching now. Right. Well, as there's 2, I think we'll press the opening. I'm hoping this isn't too loud because I've not put a monitor on this one. Let's find out. Well, I hope that wasn't too loud. The beer stream Advent 7-bit. Oh, yes, that was lush. I'm skipping tomorrow's beer because I haven't recorded the video. I might record it during the day and it might go live. I don't know. Being a bit drunk is fine. But I've got in the fridge ready to go. The winner of the vote was the Mikey Raya Ordea, which is it's a great name. Technically, it was tied for first place, but I thought, fuck it, I'm having that one. How many beers have you downed today? I've been on rum, mate. So, yeah, I know it's orange. Fuck off. But it's still rum. And it has been very nice. I should put a monitor on myself on the audio. Would probably be a good plan. We have got some videos queued up. I'll wait for a few more people to arrive. We'll have a bit of a chat here. I'll answer some chat and all that jazz. I can't hear myself even though I put the monitor on. Why do I have a feeling it's probably coming out the speakers? It did earlier. I queued a video up, set it all up, sorted. And I was like, I can't hear this on my headphones. That's not a good sign. But I can hear myself. I'm just hoping the audio's just hitting yellow. So, yeah. It is very nice, Joe. Right now, I'm on Dead Man's Fingers Mango with a bit of tango. So, Mango Tango is the way to go. Also, I have Jaeger. Oh shit, I'm catching my power cable on my laptop. I'm pulling the whole laptop. That's not a good sign. There we go. Yeah, we're on Mango Tango and Jager. Thank you very much, Mono. Weak but not bad. Right. I'll take the weak but not bad. I shall take it from -30 to. I'll come up there, so it's -7.3. That says now. I'll check the other scenes as we go along, and I'll make sure they're adjusted and things like that as well. Hopefully that's better, Joe. We'll take the both. Mono, we can hear us. So that's cool. You find boss awesome. Hopefully, if someone else turns up, I'll get on with doing some videos. I know it was an unscheduled live stream, so I'm not expecting it. It actually says there's 6 watching, so I think we'll scroll into. I think we'll scroll into video number 2 because they cute these up. I had a little watch them, and video number 2 is fucking moronic. It's great. You're gonna love this one. So let's have a look at this shit, shall we?
What I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. Look at this, guys. It's a sunny day, clear sky. The sky is blue. Look at what is on the edge, just slightly above the sea. What you can see there is the top edge of the ice wall that surrounds the earth. Here in South Africa, the ice wall of the flat earth can be seen with your naked eyes when the sky is clear, when the sky is blue, when the sun is shining and there's no cloud in the sky. Look at this. Focus on this. Look at how it is.
I know the guys in South Africa, but yes, Facty, I think to put it with this guy, you definitely have to be drunk because he thinks you can see the ice wall from South Africa. I mean, fair, that looks absolutely lush there. The green fields looking out over the sea, and more than likely, I don't know, clouds in the distance. It's quite hard to tell. I know the video is not the best of quality here, but it wasn't the best of quality when I ripped it either. I think it was only about 480p. Oh, Queen of Spades going live in 20 minutes. Oh, topic is our friend CC. Oh, well, I'll make this a very short live stream because Queen of Spades is fucking mint. I love her to bits. I don't get much chance to watch many of her videos. The videos I watch are awesome. But big shout out to her because she always shouts me out. She's awesome. So I'll make sure I'm over there for that one. I'll come and say hello to everyone. But hi, hi, drunk. But yeah, I thought we've got to laugh at a guy who thinks you can see the ice wall from South Africa. Oh, right. I don't think anything else needs to be said about that video apart from laughing. And it's considered ultimate flat earth proof. Don't know if it's a piss take video or not. Now, we've got a choice of 2 videos to look at. Would you like to see a long form crazy guy or TikTok crazy lady who, I will be fair, is slightly attractive, and I would prefer if someone said the slightly attractive lady. So whoever types first. UKPI, I'm amazed at the amount of proofsies these guys think are unique. Is proofsies a word? It's like midnight. Don't type words with more than 2 syllables. Is there 2 syllables in that word? I don't know. Ticket. Thank you, Factory. We'll go for ticket then. Right, let me just have a bit of a drink. Because we've covered this lady before in ticket, and she's a box of fucking frogs, but she's short a couple of the frogs.
Quick question. If we are doing this through space, Mach 88, 500,000 miles per hour, through infinite space, okay, how do we have the stars moving in a circle around Polaris, okay? Why do we have the same constellations? Why do we have the same star pattern?
Star patterns do change. It's as simple as that. Over time, star patterns change. Little by little per year, but if you look back over hundreds or thousands of years, they do change. And why are they all going in a circular pattern? Well, maybe that's got something to do with Earth turning. And that Y is in the most horrible place. Oh, I'm so sexist. Oh well, I like boobs. No one's going to complain at me for that. At least I admit it. Boobs are great. This video is 8 minutes long.
Once a year, every year, why do we have the same stars? If we're moving through infinite space, we should have a different star pattern every night forever. How do you have water without a container, first of all? How do you have water laying flat on a ball? How do you have this? Please, how?
Water is not flat on the ball, it is level. Level in comparison to the centre of the Earth and the distance between the Earth and the centre. And it's not even the same all over Earth. Gravity over Earth is not fucking equal all over Earth, as many people will know on here. I'm monochromatic, yes. I think your comment just means it's an insult to mints, I actually think, mate. Oh, I wish I had Oh, Smithsoft, I feel so sorry for you. To be fair though, most of my day today as living in a pub involved waiting for the guys to replace the boiler, which have blown, seeing very few people because it's December and it's midweek and it's fucking cold. So it does have its disadvantages. Having alcohol at home is something everyone can do, but yeah, just catching up on these while I'm thinking. Booths technical. Yes, they are. They really are, Orlando. That is the reason we are alive, and at least the view now is a bit better. So yeah. Anyway, I got very distracted by comments. I'm very drunk, so yeah. Sea level is not constant all over Earth. The Atlantic and Pacific Ocean have different sea levels, which can vary over seasons of the Earth and the salt content in the water. Gravity is also not constant over Earth. I think she's going to say something else really stupid, which means I'm going to have to fill up this little Jager glass. Yay!
If you're on a ball, how does water just lay flat? How does it not bend around the ball?
Sorry, that literally was the comment that just gave me AIDS. That really was. Very sorry for that comment, but how does the water lay flat and not curve around the ball? It does curve around the ball. The water does not jut out all the way to fucking space, you daft bitch. Can you tell? No, no.
How does it hold to a ball without a container? And why is it called sea level if it's curved? Why does absolutely nothing adjust for curvature whatsoever or the motion of the earth whatsoever? Why do how do planes fly straight and not have to adjust for curvature?
Because they're adjusting all the fucking time. These atmospheric pressure and oh my god. Did someone hit this woman on the head? Honestly. And I don't mean that in a horrible derogatory way with women. This could be a bloke and I'd say exactly the same thing. Did someone hit this person on the head extremely hard and let their brains shoot out of the fucking hole they made? Because there's no reason to make comments this fucking stupid. There really isn't.
And why can you go
Fuck my life, Facty. You are. No, just no. I feel bad that it's like -1 now.
east to west and you can't go north to south? If we're on a ball, why can you only do that? Like, are you serious? Why? Come on.
North to south navigation has been done, God, I can think of at least 4 or 5 times with the one more orbit flights and things like that, that people have flown north to south circumnavigation. They have to stop to fuel up, same as they do for a freaking east to west circumnavigation. But it has been done. The fact that flat earthers seem to ignore the fact it's been done is just infuriatingly fucking stupid and shows their indoctrination level of stupidity. Right, I'm going to press play. Yes, I saw -34C. It's cold. I get cold. I mean, I'm on -1. What's the temperature now? Sorry, I know I'm distracting for the video and I want to fill up my thingy now. We are currently looking at -1. Where the fuck do you live? Where the fuck do you live for -34C? That is ridiculous. Oh, sorry, it was Joe comments on the -30C. Right, I'm going to press play while I fill up a Jaeger. I've got headphones, I'll still hear.
This is what people think what we're doing on a globe, and this is what we're really doing on the actual Earth that we live on. Why do planes not adjust for curvature? Why do planes not adjust for the motion? I need to know.
Why do planes not adjust for turning left or right all the fucking time when they're going around the Earth? Your comment makes no fucking sense if you understand basic mechanics of Earth, the size of Earth, and plane flights. central Canada. Facty, you're a fucking beast.
Why do you believe that Earth photos are real when it's been proven to be copied and pasted, Photoshop, CGI completely? Why is nobody allowed to go to Antarctica?
People can go to Antarctica. Jesus Christ. Right. This is like bullet point fucking stupidity. This is. Right. Copy paste. Yes, they're filling in gaps because the satellite was at low orbit. It's going around Earth several fucking dozen times really fucking quickly. And they're trying to make the best picture fucking possible. So they're removing some clouds, filling in with the next pass over, and they're copying clouds so there's at least some clouds. There we go. People do go to Antarctica. It's as simple as that. If they don't go to Antarctica, why are you looking at fucking glacier pictures going, people can't go to Antarctica? Well, technically, the picture you're looking at is Antarctica, so where do the pictures come from? Yes, some of these pictures that a lot of flat earthers use are from the North Pole, not the South Pole, but fuck my life. Kiwi, I've told my wife to start an OnlyFans, but not doing anything above the knees. Just do feet. She laughs at it, but says, no, I'm not doing that. They're fucking weirdos. Look at my feet. And they're going to give us money. We can go on holiday. Right, back to this crazy bitch.
Why? Because of the military? What's the real reason that we can't explore Antarctica? If we were really on a ball, why can we not find the curvature anywhere? On a ball, it's nothing but curvature. Why can we not find curvature anywhere? Why does everything go straight? Why? Why is there no curve?
There is curve, and if you look for it, it's fucking there. There are many fucking scenes you can have. I wish I'd looked at this video a little bit more and had shit queued up. What we got? The bridge over the Lake Pontchartrain. That one quite easily shows curve. Other long bridges, if you look and the direction they're going when you take them, it doesn't meet at the horizon because of its convergence point. Whereas if the Earth was flat, it should meet at the horizon. Because these convergent points aren't meeting at the horizon, shows that the Earth cannot be flat and there is a curve to it and the horizon is falling away. You're never going to see left to right curve with your naked eye standing on a ball, because if you did, that would mean the Earth is curving away like that on either side. Well, does that mean it curves back up at the back? If you do a compression left to right, you'll see the very slightest curve, and it is literally going to be a couple of feet, no more, but spread over the horizon of several fucking miles. Jeez, it really is fucking rapid fire shit on this one.
If a boat is really going over the Earth's curve, which is supposed to be a physical obstruction of view, why can you zoom in with a camera and still see the boat completely flat and level? Why?
You can't! You physically fucking can't! Flat earthers say this all the fucking time, and I've never seen one take a camera and zoom in and still see the bottom of the fucking boat. They'll zoom in and see the top of the boat, say, look, I brought it back into focus. No, you fucking haven't. Where's the boat? Well, that's obscured by my giant, this tiny pube. Yep, fuck off. Just absolutely fuck off.
How and why do you believe that water can stick to a spinning ball 360 being held in without a container, using an idea to explain it, gravity that's never been detected, never been proven, the motion of the Earth has never been detected or proved?
I'm going to stop before she finishes. Gravity has been detected. Things fall down. That is gravity. Gravity has also been measured. Most recently, they've measured 2 tiny particles of gold, which are like that fucking big, fucking tiny, not actual particles, but really fucking small, and they detected the gravitational attraction between those 2 molecules. The experiment was done in a Faraday cage. We ruled out as much electromagnetic attraction as physically possible. And they also accounted for electromagnetic attraction, understanding what that would be on those small particles, which are electromagnetic on that fucking scale. So that was fine. Flat earthers have also measured fucking curve enough fucking times. This is fucking basic ass shit. This woman, I'm determined that Jenny, because I can see her fucking name at the bottom, you are doing this for fucking attention, and it's not playing fucking right for you. It really fucking isn't. Because everything you're saying is fucking moronically stupid. Facty, how long did we have on Queen Spades? And I'll just play. Monochromatic, I wish I had Desert File loaded up ready for this shit. If I'd have known, I would have. Next time I do a live stream, I'll queue up another video scene with it ready, and I'll tell these videos not to stop when I change scenes, and I'll have it all queued up. I actually used it tonight recording the video for tomorrow night. Yes, by the way, there's a full video coming out tomorrow night. Anyway, press play.
And the Earth's curve has never been detected or proven. How do you believe that the sky is 360 under you, too? So rain is falling upside down. How do you believe this? Why was the first time CGI was ever used and started in 58? The same year NASA was created, 58, and then the Antarctica Treaty was signed in 59. Why?
Fuck me. Literally, fuck. This woman is just one point to another. 1958 CGI was not fucking CGI as we know it today. Fucking. We Gerism. Yeah. You. Spot on. Absolutely spot on. It is face palm after space palm after space palm. Live, nice. Thank you, Dick. Yeah, I don't do these very often. I've got things sort of sorted. Sort of. Yes. Thank you, Jager Machine, for starting it now. Right. More stupid ass woman.
And lastly, why do you trust these people to tell you the truth when we all can agree that they lie to us? And you're going to ask, why do they lie? Why do they lie? Why do you think that they lie? Why? Why do you think they lie? Do you think there's any money in the truth? This globe is just money, okay?
How do they earn money out of the globe? Because they can make more money out of putting a hotel on the edge of the earth. Whether the edge of the earth is, look, come here, see the dome, or the edge of the earth is, come here, see the end of the world. Come here, see the infinite space that goes on, which is just ice for thousands of miles because we live on a giant flat surface. That shit will make money. Okay? That is the simple fact of this shit. People like to see the unusual. If you can say, I can see a dome, that is going to make more money. What's even more for the entire control shit? If you have a flat earth with a dome, that is basic, pure evidence of a god or creator or the like. The religions of the earth will take it as, look, here is a dome, as said in our holy text, God made dome and shit like that. That means our holy text is right. That means everyone should obey us. You'll soon have politicians saying, yes, I spoke to God because I went to the edge of the world. And people go, oh my God, you went to the edge of the world. Oh. And they will believe the shit he says, especially if you're American. No offense to the normal Americans I've got in here. I'm just going for the mental Americans. So, you're going to get better control from that. I wish Dr. Nimrod was here. He's fun. Jerry. Oh, okay. Jerry Wanson. Thank you. NASA makes changes on a second look. They wish. If NASA made that much off globe shirts, we'd have a base on the moon, Mars. We'd have fucking factory greenhouses growing shit on Europa and fish on the other one of Saturn's moon. Oh shit, you're making me think now. One of Saturn's moon, or is it Jupiter's moon, which seems like it's just a giant ice ball, which we think has got oceans underneath. We'll put fish in it. We'd have giant solar panels reflecting light. We'd warm up the oceans. We'd have all that shit. It'd be awesome. Yeah, you all know what I mean because you're all fucking sensible. Slightly jealous there, Dr. Nimrod. And grumpy old gunt. Oi, oi. Titan, thank you very much, Joe. Right, let's play some more of her. I don't think we've got long to go till Queen of Spades starts. And I want to be nice and send you all you lovely motherfuckers over to her.
Hiding land, hiding the creator, hiding all of these resources, hiding the truth to benefit off of it, control the masses. And why do they get away with this? Because of people like this. I've decided to make a new series of stupid comments, ignorant comments that I get, and I'm going to do a million parts of this. This is part 1, addressing dumb comments and why they make no sense. Just insults from Globers, makes no sense to what I'm saying whatsoever. So here's part 1.
You're recording in your car, though.
Saying anything along the lines of, stay in school, kids. What's your degree? Where'd you go to school so I don't send my kids there? All of these comments about school and education is exactly the opposite of what I'm saying. I am saying that school education is indoctrination because they are teaching this lie all around the world. So saying to me, stay in school, or where'd you go to school, or what's your degree, contradicts exactly what I'm saying. Like, do you not understand anything that I'm saying at all?
Joe, thank you very much. What time's the live stream shop? If you haven't already gone, let me know and drop a comment in here. I'll get. Oh crap. Dick Dawson and Factory here. If you drop a link to Queen's show, awesome. Someone will approve it. I hope so. And I'll end this one soon for it. It's only going to be a quick live stream. More than likely, I'm drunk and I'll keep going on for hours. But still. Anyway, this woman. Jesus Christ. Right. There is a difference between indoctrination and education. If the facts that are being taught in education can be proved, the experiments that show them can be repeated, if some of this basic shit you can go and do in a basic sort of way to show the shape of the earth, it's not indoctrination. You watching a YouTube video that's been forwarded around 55,000 other fucking people, none of which have got a brain cell to share fucking between them, and all go, huh, yeah, that one. I hate to say it, but you're the sheeple. You really are. You following something that's got no backing, no map, no model, no basic explanation for anything. It makes you the sheep. There we go. Orville. Oh, don't. Alien vs Predator though. Doctor Rod, you lost me at that one. I don't care anymore. And people just listening to planets. Thank you very much. I don't really you're not bright. Yeah.
School is teaching a lie. So if you're in school learning about that, you're learning about the lie. You're not learning about the hidden knowledge that they're hiding and the truth of our world that they're hiding. They're not teaching that in school. That's why school and degrees and all of that stuff, when it has to do with this subject, is irrelevant because that is not the truth. It's not the truth.
So education when it has to do with the shape of the earth is indoctrination. Education when it has to do with anything else is fine. So geography, does that sit on the border? Because you have to learn about how rocks and things are formed and all that shit. You have to learn about the water cycles, how then they affect rocks. But of course, 90% of that doesn't work without Earth having a hot core that's producing liquid magma. So I suppose that one's out of the question. Wind patterns, things like that. So anything to do with weather. Meteorologist, that was the word I was trying to stumble to try and remember. That's all sort of out the window because those wind patterns and things are sort of reflected on the shape of the earth. And I have seen flat earth maps that go, look, it works like that. And I just put my hands up. If you've got a flat earth map that shows the heat pattern and things like that, it goes, yeah, it does work. When you start bringing the sun and things into it and the pattern of the sun and how things heat up, it falls apart. But as the most basic understanding that this woman would understand, I could see where she's coming from. I'm not giving her any credit for it because any basic looking into it and understanding would be fine. I do feel like she's placed her dumb comments part 1 video thing in the wrong place though. Just double check these. Yeah, I fully agree with that one monochromatic. Why did you qualify? She said dumb comments. Not bad. Why does it need qualifiers? That's what she said. Although I think she said dumb comments not bad. She might have. I can't remember that far back. About 40 seconds is my limit at the moment. Grumpy old guns. There was a play right on the request. Just saying. Yeah, yeah. We Jerry wants. Yeah, I'm not going to get that right tonight after this much wrong. Are you jealous of my money Disney Plus subscription? Hey, I use my sister's Disney Plus subscription. I don't even pay for it myself. I use her Disney Plus. She uses my Netflix. I also use her Sky, so I'm fucking winning. I bet she has no idea what. Yeah. Right, monochromatic. We talked about this. When barman has been drinking, don't use words with more than two syllables. My dyslexia doesn't work, and I just think tephagasm, tephagram, tephagram. Yeah. I don't know if you're trying to spell telegram or if it's just literally my bad understanding of spelling, reading, and the fact it's 20 past 1. Sorry, 20 past 12. Little words. Little words. Imagine I'm a flat earther at this point in my life, okay? Oh, fuck, where'd that go? So I pressed a button and the play button went away.
It is a planned, orchestrated narrative that they are indoctrinating children on, and all throughout your life you're going to believe this lie unless you look otherwise for other information, other research. And when you look for those things, you will find it, and you will understand that what they teach is a lie. It makes no sense. Everything that we've learned is a lie. Everything that we know is a lie. So sure, stay in school, get educated, get a degree, whatever, on this lie, okay? That's what you're doing. That's what it is. That's what it is. Nobody wants to admit it. Everyone's in denial. No one wants to understand reality because they are so attached to this belief that they've had. And the only reason they have this belief is because it's what they were told. It's what they were told. There's no proof. It's just because you were told that. So
that'll do. So as a flat earther lady, I'm hoping you have a map, a model. So when I say a map and a model, I mean a map that works with distances that are known because of air travel and nautical travel. Yeah, that's the word I'm after. A model that works with predictions of where sunrise, sunset, eclipses, and things are going to happen and where they are going to happen. Because otherwise, you're just believing something that you have been told. Because luckily, the globe Earth has this shit. We can tell you when eclipses are, when sunsets are, where they're going to fucking be for the next 100+ fucking years. Flights work with a globe model. Don't work with a flat Earth model. I mean, that should be the simplest thing for these people. Flights in the southern hemisphere. To believe otherwise, it's just. Anyway, let's press play some more. While doing that, I'll read some more.
when you seek proof and evidence, you will find that narrative makes no sense. No sense.
All right, really quick. Can someone just explain this to me, please? I just want to know how you still believe in this fake imaginary globe when it's been proven to be so photoshopped and not for science purposes. This is just to fool people. Look, it's
Wasn't released for science's purposes. It was released and advertised as a photoshopped image made up of low orbit satellites. If you want a full color picture of Earth as best as you can get modernly, look at Himura RE8. If you want one from fucking hell 50 odd years ago, look at the Apollo photos and then look at all the photos in between. Yay! Some are photoshopped, some are not. Some are direct images, some are composite images of different cameras taking different wave spectrums of light and composing those images on top of each other. Composite images. Call them Photoshop, call them positive, call them whatever you want. But they are whole images of Earth. You're a daft bitch.
the same thing repeated. Where is the curve? Please tell me. Have you ever seen this before? No. The curve should be detectable like 10 miles away.
Left to right curve should not be detectable 10 miles away. Fucking sat at ocean level, sea level. Jesus Christ. It's woman is pissing me off. This woman is pissing me off.
but it's nowhere to be found. Where is it? Water doesn't stick to a ball. Gravity doesn't explain this. It doesn't.
Gravity very much explains this, you daft cow. Gravity pulls things to the centre of Earth. Can I make a boob joke? Are there any ladies here that are going to take offence? No, they're not. Good. So, imagine this lady's boob. It's almost as big as mine because I'm big and fat and I can get away with saying this shit because I'm a fat fucker. Water, if I was really big and fat and had boobs that big, would coat the surface of this. Now, some may call this surface tension. And surface tension is a thing. So I'm filling up my rum because I need drink to deal with this bitch. Surface tension is a thing. But at the rate the Earth is spinning and the size of the Earth, you can get away with the analogy of surface tension for the Earth. Luckily, we don't need to. Gravity is detectable. Gravity is measurable. Gravity has been measured to be different degrees over Earth based on the difference between centrifugal forces over the Earth because of the spin of Earth, because we measured Earth spinning as well, so we know that shit's happening. The proximity of mountains, the height you are from the center of Earth, because if you are actually further away from the center of the Earth on top of the mountain or something like that, there will be a very slight decrease in the amount of gravity because you are further away from the center of the Earth. Even though you are on a large mass, being the mountain, there will be a decrease because of the distance. Right, I think that covered the basic shits on that. Oh, Sandy, I'm giving her credit. She looks young enough to have boobs that big. Yes, I would. Kiwis? No, I would. Because most of the arguments that me and my wife have are over basic ass shit. She argued with me for 10 minutes straight the other day that we've got, it's so on a tangent this, but I'll go over it quickly. We've got little wooden boxes and we put cutlery, napkins, and shit like that on the tables with salt and pepper and vinegar. She's like, I ordered them. I don't think you did. Yeah, I fucking did. I really don't think you did. Order some more. Yeah, I will. I definitely ordered some on Amazon. And it went on for a while, so we were getting drinks, doing teas, coffees, and things like that. Not in a fucking horrible way, just in that stupid ass sort of way. And I had 5 minutes. I sat down, went to my eBay. I went, right, wooden boxes. There you go. I ordered them a year ago. You fucking didn't. It's fucking there, you bitch. I didn't say it's fucking there, you bitch. I was very polite about it, and she laughed about it, and we both laughed about it. But yeah, Globe Bomb's here now. No more boo jokes. Behave. We have to be nice because there's a lady here. Hi, mommy.
It makes sense. Like, pick a side. You say that you have to go higher up to see the curve, but then you say that boats go over the curve. Which is it? Which one is it? Guys.
No, I need to pause that. Seeing the effects of the curve and seeing the actual curvature are two different things. You can see one without being able to see the other with your naked eye. These are really basic things that this lady should know. So I'm being more polite now because we're bums here and I don't want to get told off for calling a lady a bitch.
Come on. That's what it should look like, but it doesn't. I'm sorry to tell you, but
I just wanted to show you guys something really quick. Look what it looks like on Google when you type in proof of flat earth. Fighting flat earth theory, how to debate a flat earther, flat earthers, what they believe and why, are flat earthers being serious? I type in an exact title on YouTube of a documentary I want to watch, Level by Eric Dubay. Look what comes up instead.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to test that shit now. I will have to take a screenshot because I've not queued this up because obviously I've not thought about it. Level Eric Dubay. This is what I'm putting into Google. Obviously, you can't see. I'm very sorry. I didn't queue this up. I wasn't expecting it. The first thing I get up is the IMDb page for Level 2021. The second thing I get up is Level at Level the Film for Twitter. The third thing is Level 2001 Radio Times, the first Flat Earth documentary. And the third is Spirit Level from Eric Dubay on Apple fucking Music. Sorry, that's the actual 1, 2, 3. That's the fourth thing. Sorry. So, fuck off, bitch. I don't know what fucking search engine you're using. Is she actually using YouTube? We'll do it on YouTube. We'll do it on YouTube. What I will actually quickly do is take a screenshot of that, save it. Very sorry, I'm doing all this on the fly. And I will not re-edit this video, but I'll post it on my Twitter. Level Eric Dubay. Put straight into Google. The first thing that come up is Eric Dubay's channel, and Eric Dubay, what I eat in a day as a 15-year high-carb vegan. Right, okay. So the latest from Eric Dubay, we'll take a screenshot of that one as well. They've all got the time code on them, so no one can say I'm being an asshole and not doing this right. And I've taken the screenshot of that, and I'm going to save that one as well. Right, fuck the world. Back to this video and this lying fucking cow.
10 challenges for flat earthers. The earth still isn't flat. I type in proof of flat earth on YouTube, look what comes up. This insane model that nobody believes, proving the world is flat. All of these are making fun of flat earthers, every single one.
You have to make fun of flat earth. You don't have a map.
I should be able to freely research anything that I choose, but I can't because it's so government filtered. Just remember, the things they want you to know and the things they want you to see is what they shove in your face and that they show you and tell you constantly.
Learn how to use Google. We had a literal class in ICT in school on how to use Google. How to include words you want to include in your search, exclude words you didn't want in your search, the minus, the brackets, everything like that, the quotation marks, to make sure you get the results you wanted on Google. We spent an entire it was 90 minutes in this class on how to use Google correctly. Now, what's worse, I'm 36. I took ICT 20 years ago when I learned this shit. Now, I have a feeling this lady was only probably about 3 or 4. Well, no, actually, she's a lot of makeup and Botox. So she might have actually been about 14 at the time. So she's only a couple of years younger than me. So she should have been having the same sort of educational experience as I am. So, yeah. But no, she obviously fucking didn't.
And the things that they hide are the things that they do not want you to know and they don't want you to see. The truth is hidden.
Well, everything.
Since people are so confused, we're going to talk about what flat earth really looks like. This is not it. It is not it. Stop thinking that flat earth is a floating disc. Nobody believes this. No flat earther believes this.
No flat earther has proved it isn't a floating disc either. Until you have some flat earther who's going to provide a working model, working evidence and all this shit, fuck off. Because I have seen flat earthers say that Earth is a disc and it is shooting up through space, and that is what causes gravity, or the effect of gravity, which would at least explain some of the shit that most flat earthers can't. Dr. Nimrod, I see your thing. You should be a spanner. I will probably sort that out on a live stream when I've got the chat open apart from... Oh, can I do it from here? No, I can't do it from here. Very sorry. I might load it up on my phone in a minute.
Here's another great one. This is not what people believe. Nobody believes this. This is just made to deceive you about where you really live. They're making fun of flat earthers on purpose. Picture everything inside of the firmament. The constellations, the stars, the sun and the moon, everything. Everything is inside of the firmament. It's not the flat earth firmament is inside the heliocentric model. That is not the belief. There's a reason why every civilization, every ancient culture believed in the same exact thing.
Was it because they didn't have rockets, spaceships, satellites, and aeroplanes? Because that would make more sense. Was it because most of them never travelled more than 20 miles from where they were actually born? I mean, there are things like this. And the fact you've got the Greeks there first, I'll leave it to the comments to laugh at why that is fucking stupid. We'll get on with the rest of it in a moment. But yeah. Also, hi NANA. Oh.
Every single one of these, except for NASA. There's a reason. Do yourself a favor and stop believing in this globe.
Guys,
Before she starts the next point, I'll say hello to Ken Natto. Good evening. Seeing you've just arrived. Good evening as well to anyone else who's just arrived. I also need to pause because I've noticed she's wearing what seems to be a very smaller top. I just wish her brain matched her boobs and they were both big. Oh, I'm going to do the Jager bomb. I'm going to press play and do a Jager bomb. Would you like to see me do a Jager bomb? Yeah, I think you would. I don't care if you don't want to. Because you got to. So just behind these pumps that you see here, the Jaeger machine, you can see me half do it. Yeah, I know it's shit. And it wasn't as good as I planned.
Look what came in the mail today. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
The fuck was that? Oh, um, 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 I think, hands up in chat if you want a replay of whatever that fuck that was. Why the fuck did I walk away there? Yes, Global Mum, you can tell me off for being a fucking perv later. So hands up if I should repeat the very end of that video. Can't wait for these fucking hands up while I drink my Jaeger. I think that's about 10 of those. 10 minutes, 4. Probably about there. Is it? Monochromatic rewind. Love it. I believe everything the boobs tell me boobs are. Global Mum, you're very right. She knows sex sells. She's working on that principle.
Quick question.
So if we go to
Came in the mail today.
the fuck, the actual fuck. Yeah. If you're gonna do that shit, that just shows. No, I'll be fair to my wife. If I wanted to push the sex sells fucking button, I would talk her into coming onto my YouTube channels, dressing slightly skimpily. It wouldn't be horrendously skimpily at that. And I could almost guarantee over the week I'd double my subscriber base. Nice lady, sat next to me on chat, nice face, nice body, does fucking wonders. It really does wonders. People go, oh, look at the bird there, she almost got her tits out. People will send that shit about. That is pure, I don't have any faith in my fucking arguments. It is literally, I have boobs. That is it. That is literally it. Right, we're going to stop on that. As much as I like to perv, I am not that much of a perv. Now, I do know we were supposed to be shouting out. Sorry, I'm reading and talking. I'm not very good at doing two things at once when slightly drunk. Queen of Spades has started a live stream. I was going to stop early for people to go over to there. I feel bad that I don't want to stop, but I will shout out again that Queen of Spades is live now. She is doing some videos on CC. I will not feel offended if people want to go over there, go and have a look at them and things like that. It's all open. Mike71, no idea how many subs she has. She's on TikTok. I don't think I've ever pulled a video from her original channel. It's all been rehashes and repeats of her sort of shit. So I don't know. Mr. Andrat, you're 100% right. Right, we have a choice here. We have one called Video Not Available, which worries me to the slightest that it's literally going to come up with a black screen. Oh, the video I thought I'd actually lost, which is really annoying. Most simple flat earth proof to show your friends. Just number one. I've literally just done the video on number two, so that would be quite good. So I'd lost number one. And longitude reassignment, the flat earth map. So you've got 1, 2, or 3. Give me a number in chat. Jesus Christ. 71.5 followers. I'm guessing that's 71.5k followers, Global Mum. Kiwi, no one will love you. Don't worry about it. The only woman who's ever going to love you is going to be your mum. Right, 1, 2, or 3 in chat, and I'll pick the things, and we'll have a look at another one because I'm in the mood to do more. I'm also in the mood to drink more because I know the wife's already fallen asleep. So, more than likely, Facty. Nimrod, you're so evil. Is a head a limb? Because that's where the brain is, and I think most of them are missing that one. Stop laughing at the comments. I need a number 1. There we go. Jin picked number 3. No, Jim won. You've actually picked video is not available. So I don't know if this is going to work. If not, I'll go to the other end. Oh, it does work. Oh, fuck. Hang on. I need a mixer on it because I have no mixer. At the moment, the volume bar's not even going up, so I don't even know if there's any fucking sound in this video. Oh, no, we do have mixer. There is no sound in this video. There is literally no sound in this video. You never search top results on YouTube. Always search for most recent. Since 2015, the fact that has been one of the most searched phrases on Google YouTube. No, it fucking hasn't. No, it fucking hasn't. That is fucking bollocks of the highest order. Who made this video? I have no idea because I have no idea whose logo that is. That is fucking bollocks. The highest search result, as we all know, is going to be porn, tits, and lesbians. After that, I've done these search algorithm things before. Fishing ranks higher than flat earth. I fucking can't stand fishing. It still ranks higher than fucking flat earth. I don't know why I paused this video as there's no fucking sound. It's going to piss me off there's no sound. It's 4 minutes long. It's this dickhead. There's still no sound. My media source 4 is showing no sound whatsoever. I'm guessing the reason my videos come up as saying source not available or video not available is it didn't download properly. So that is pissing annoying because that looks like it'd be a good video. If anyone recognizes that video, please link it in the comments. I'll approve the comment so I can find the video because that looks like it'd be a good one. It's got to be a recent one within the last week. Well, it will be a reload within the last week because I don't think he's made another one. So what I'll do, because Jin was first with the 3, instead of doing the first video that I mentioned that was the 3rd on my list, I'll do the 3rd video I mentioned, which was the 1st on the list, which is longitude reassignment, the flat Earth map. Oh, dear me. Right.
Well, Iridium, this is going to be titled Longitude Reassignment.
Is that Irish demon but slightly drunk? I'm not sure, but yeah. Tag him. We'll find out.
This is the start, the very start of what we've been asked for 8 years probably now at this stage, which is where is your flat Earth map, right? The problem we always had was that here we have the Gleason's map. It's going to make it a bit smaller. And what you have on it is the latitude and longitude grid that works absolutely perfect in this format. But you have a situation when it comes to the land masses south of the equator that are stretched out. Like you have Australia that's stretched out here. You have south of the equator of Africa and south of the equator of South America are all stretched and distorted. And maybe even some of the land masses north of the equator, but it's obvious that the south of the equator land masses are distorted. Now, the only reason they're distorted is because the latitude and longitude grid is placed onto a globe. So what happens is the actual sizes of the land masses get distorted when that globe is flattened out.
No, no. Because if you then said they were on a flat Earth and the latitude and longitude are right, you're going to run into the problem of how do the fucking distances work? You're jumping over one hurdle but fucking falling at the 4 mile fucking long distance track in front of you. You're going, oh shit, the bed. No, no, this is. I'm seeing people saying this is Brian. I don't even know where I got this one from. I've just got a load of videos downloaded because I downloaded them the other day. But yeah, if someone wants to link more of his videos to me, I'll be more than happy. Oh, also, I know I've been sent a few videos on Discord. I will get round to them. If you've sent me videos and I haven't done them, I don't mean it as an insult to you or an insult to the videos you sent me or anything like that. It's just I will sit down sometimes and think, oh, I'm gonna do some videos, and I will just search for videos. I have a brain like a fucking sieve. Please do not stop sending me videos. I appreciate when you send me videos because I will look at them at some point. I can't guarantee it'll be this century, but I will look at them, and I do appreciate them. Anyway, back to more of Brian.
But the reason the latitude and longitude grid works so well on this Gleason's map is because the latitude and longitude grid comes from a flat plane. That's where it's derived from. All the measurements for the latitude and longitude grid all start and end with flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris, which is the exact place where the globe's radius came from, because it was the creation of the latitude and longitude grid via flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris that allowed them to create the latitude and longitude grid, as all the spacings between the latitude, rings of latitude, along the longitude lines, intersecting the longitude lines, are all directly from flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris, right, with a marine sextant at sea. That's where it all comes from. So they're taking sextant angles between the sea horizon, right?
Brian, if you're thinking that, then is it £5 or £10 that MC Toon and others have for you on a flat Earth sextant challenge to make this shit work? Because it doesn't. If I done a video on this 12 months ago, plotting the angle to Polaris coming out, and as the angle drops, that it doesn't work on a fucking flat Earth because of the difference in drops between your distance coming away. It works perfectly on a globe. It's nowhere fucking accurate on a flat Earth. And I would love to see a flat Earth fucking make a map that fucking works with it. Sorry, there's a lot of fucks in this video, but I'm blaming the rum. I'm a pirate. Pirates say fuck a lot.
And the visible sea horizon and Polaris. Now, there's two reasons why the latitude and longitude grid have nothing to do with a globe. One is because you couldn't measure it on a globe because it requires a flat plane to measure it, number one, right? Because they required a flat plane for their radius value, which they had to back engineer from, once again, flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris. Because all they actually did was take the longitude lines, any two corresponding longitude lines, and make them meet, which gave them a radius in nautical miles of 3,440, and that then turned into statute miles is 3,900.
I need a break from his stupidity because, yeah. Nimrod, I was shit at school. I was not bad at before high school. I sat the year above exams and things like that. My maths was very good. Unfortunately, I discovered weed when I was in high school, British high school, secondary school. Before my exams and a bit like that, one of the guys that I went to school with actually got expelled a couple of weeks before our GCSEs because we were buying weed. Oh, and then thank you very much. I'll get to that one in a minute. But yeah, we fucked up on that. The scary thing is, I did my GCSE mocks better stoned Then I did We're Not Stoned, so that was a bit of a shitter for me. But then I did my A levels, I did my physics, I did my chemistry, I did ICT, and I did drama. Do you know what's worse? I did drama as that'll be an easy subject. It's drama. I just get to stand and talk and shit, and I can do standing and talking. The amount of fucking coursework in drama was worse than fucking anything else. It was a fucking piss take. But thank you very much, NANA, for $6.66. Very much appreciated, especially coming up to Christmas and New Year's when fucking bills are horrendous, and I know everyone struggles with all this shit. First, don't understand how maps work. They fucking don't, because they have no working map of their own. They try to reflect their impressions on maps that are based on globes. This is why Australia is technically in this map longer than Africa is in height. It's a fucking piss take. Oh, right. I should go back to this and quickly scan through their smoking blue. Kiwi, I think it actually did. I really think it did, because I did really well in my maths GCSE, stoned off my fucking tits. And most of my maths coursework stoned off my tits. And most of my maths French stoned off my tits. To the point where we were in a math. Sorry, I'm getting so off track, but I don't care. Sat in a French lesson in GCSE, and I was literally sat like this. The table was like up here, so I was like, with a box of biscuits underneath. I was nomming on these biscuits. And our French teacher was Michel Piton. Yeah, stupid name. Well, probably not stupid name, but stupid name when you're like 16 years old. It's like, you're Michel Piton. We're eating these biscuits because we smoked a load of weed at lunch and we were fucking monged off our tits. And we went down to the factory shoppy thing, and it was a box of broken biscuits. Anyone in the UK, you understand a box of broken biscuits is the best kind of fucking biscuits there is. So yeah, I was eating them during French. So that was it. That was how I did French. But unfortunately, it played enough attention on my brain that while stoned, I could understand that shit. Sober and straight on it, not a fucking clue. I can remember basic phrases. I mean, I spent a month in France talking to people, and I did well then, and I've forgotten it all since then. Anyway, back to Flat Earth. Stop distracting me with your really awesome comments. Oh my god, what's this? My hope it didn't take long to pee this morning. Facty, that's just confusing.
Or sorry, 3,856 or 65. Or sorry, let me see, 3,900. So anyway, it's their 3,000. Yeah, sorry, 3,958 and change. That's what it is. I get mixed up between their circumference and their radius. So if you take 3,440 nautical miles and convert it to statute miles, you will have 3,958 point blah blah blah. Right? They round it off up the way to 3,959. So, but that all comes from the latitude and longitude grid. They couldn't create the radius without the latitude and longitude grid. But to have...
Jerry won some... Very true, it wouldn't work. Mike 21, yeah, biscuits, cookies, but yeah. If you've never had a box of broken biscuits, you haven't lived, mate. I think they were the only things I wanted to comment on, because he's given me nothing more interesting than just having a sloppy wank at this point, because fucking hell, Brian's logic. I don't think I've ever done a video on Brian's logic. I don't think I've ever gone to his channel. So yeah, this is my first interaction with him, as far as I can remember. If someone wants to point out in the comments or in the live chat now that I've done one before, but I don't think I have, then this guy's a fucking more on the worst level than CC. He is fucking stupid.
The latitude and longitude grid in the format it's here now, then it had to be shown to be in this format. It had to be measured, right, and created from flat Earth elevation angles to Polaris, which gave them everything from the GP point of Polaris to the equator. And then they just extended it, right, after that, all south. So everywhere, so they had 90 at GP point of Polaris to the equator, which is 0, and then they just added another 90 out in all directions. So they have 0 here and then back to 90 south. But
Globemum, I believe you are fully correct on that one. Longitude and latitude were invented after we discovered the radius of Earth because they are a measurement based on a certain distance. So to have the longitude and latitude first, you have to invent the distance. I don't think the distance that they used were invented until later. Yeah, but I believe you are right. I'm sure someone else can expand a lot further in chat on what I mean. Longitude and latitude are based on the meters as the base distance. I'm not sure. Someone please clarify in chat, clarify in comments. And obviously meters weren't known to a later point. Radius Earth was known or approximated, and I'm putting approximated in the brackets because of the best they could do at the time. Yeah, I think you don't go near Ryan. Now, Nimrod, you just tempted me to go more towards Brian because I'd love to get some attention off Oakley so I can just laugh my fucking tits off at him. And if I get his twatty acolytes coming up my channel, even fucking better. Because I get very few flat earth twats. And it's such a shame. Oh, I think Sturson's got the... Oh, there we go. 330 BC Oh, fuck's sake. Drunk. Arbella, sorry, B's and D's, dyslexia. Arbella eclipse allowed relative longitude to be established for locations that's recorded. It's local time. Eratosthenes was decades later. Thank you very much, Thurston, too. Yeah, yes, you do, Mike. Right, let's play some more of this one.
it wasn't until after all that before they could really take two longitude lines then and make a ball out of it, a circle out of it, and then make a ball out of the rest of it. Because that's all the globe is an orthographic circle. That's all it is. An orthographic circle that they claim turned into an internal 3D dimensional ball. It's just,
Distances around Antarctica prove that the Antarctica Circle is smaller than the equator. We have a boat race that left from France last year, went down, measured distance around Antarctica, came back up to France. The measured distances of the boats do not fit with a flat Earth model, unless you're saying that north to south and east and west distances are incorrect, in which case you need to provide evidence of these measurements being incorrect over land and sea, because people drive, sail, and fly these distances on a regular occasion. If you go, who drives 100 miles? They don't need to drive 100 miles to disprove your fucking theory. They only need to drive fucking 10. If those first 10 miles are right on a motorway, why would the other 90? Because someone else is going to pick up the other 90, or the other 20, or the other 30, or the other 5. Over the course of the day, someone is going to drive that entire distance either broken up or as multiple fucking passes that you could record those distances of. Or you could take a weekend off, a wheel on a stick, and measure these distances for yourself. Making a flat earth map should not be difficult. The fact you find it difficult shows that how lacking flat earth is. Sorry, even in between my drunk thought sort of fucking ramblings, I can still pull out a coherent sentence. That needs a mixer.
like none of this none of their maths is possible without the flat plane to measure everything off, because they can't measure angles off of the curved surface they have within their model. They can't do that. Everything, all the radius.
Right. Okay, we're gonna have to do this now, aren't we? We're gonna have to do this. File new. Do you want to say? Oh, hang on. All right, I'm gonna have to open a new window. Sorry, this is all gonna make sense in a moment. You're all gonna have to just listen to me talking fucking shit for 30 seconds because. Oh, actually, I can do screen capture. Sorry, I forget how this shit works. Window capture. Yeah, window capture, that's what I want. Capture. I want to capture. No, that's video capture, you fucking dickhead. Stop being drunk and learn how to fucking read. Window capture. Window capture. What window do you want to capture? I want to capture paint. Okay, right. Now, I can't see both, and this is really annoying. I'm really hoping this is working, and if it's not, I expect you all to call, say, Dan, you're a twat in chat. Right, this is the globe. That is a circle. My little pointer here represents a boat. Now, for the likes and purposes of measuring a horizon, there is your flat horizon. Do you notice how that horizon is almost oh, fuck that, I zoomed in that too much. Indistinguishable from the fucking Earth. Do you know why? Because, oh, fuck off. Because Earth is really big. Now we can see it's like there. There it is. Zoom in some more. I'm doing this on a touchpad, hence the erratic jumpings and things like that. Now, if we were probably to look that one is 1, 2, 3 pixels above, and that one's probably 4. That's probably a degree of Earth, which is almost 60 miles. I'm expecting someone in chat to tell me fucking otherwise. I have no idea how this window's working on things. I'm really hoping it's okay. I'm about to alt tab back. If I see lots of Dan, you're a twat, I'm really very upset. But yeah, anyone can do this on thingy. And of course, Earth is large. Right, let's alt tab back. Oh, fuck. I've just alt tab back into that and feel like it's really, really, really not good. So we're going to make that gone go away. Can't see paint, not working. Hi, Tube. I've got about 4 tabs open. Fuck you. Right. What I'll do then, because I can do this, I can just select, I can go like that, I can crop, I can save. I can save this as, right, who said not, who called me a thingy? Mono. Right, we're going to save this as mono twat. Okay, we're going to click back in here. We're going to add a image. No, an image, you fucking shitty fucking thing. I will make this work. Don't worry. I'm surprised none of you called me a twat. There is always the chance that YouTube didn't let you call me a twat, in which case, fuck YouTube. Right. M. You know what's worse? I don't know where I saved this. Oh, I'm fucking useless. Save as. Where the fuck did I save this to? Desktop. Of course I saved it to desktop. Why would I have not saved it to desktop? That makes perfectly fucking sense. Right. Okay. Right. Here is a crop of the circle that I just took. That little bulge there is the straight line which I just drew. If you really want to zoom in, that side is about 3 pixels, that side is about 4 pixels. I estimate, and it's a very, very, very quick estimation, because all this was drawn quickly as I talked about it and fucked up. That is probably about a degree, maybe 2 degrees at most. I don't know. Someone work it out, because you've got enough there to work out that shit. And 1 pixel over 1 degree, 60 miles. So if we're saying it's 1 degree and it's 60 miles, then that 1 degree equates to fuck and all. And yes, I know 1 degree is 60 miles, 1 pixel, 60 miles, so it's 30, 80, 20 degrees per pixel on one side, and on the other side it's less, it's less than 20 miles. It's still fuck all. It is still literally fuck all. Right. Any problems? No. Brilliant. Can I get rid of this? Yes, I can, because I know how to do that. I'm annoyed the window capture didn't work. I didn't plan this out. as you can tell, I'm drunk. Sorry, I was looking
every
where I need to
part
go.
of the globe comes from a flat plane. But what they did, right, not to be too long-winded with it, what they did
I'm bored with this video. Do we need something else?
is when they took all the longitude lines and made them meet at a geographic south pole position on the globe, what that did is when they flattened it all back out again, right? Once they did that, they placed all the land masses south of the equator, like Australia here, onto their as their actual size on the globe. So it allowed them to shrink the oceans between like Australia, South Africa, South America, and Australia. Right? They allowed them to shrink all the oceans, but when they flattened out the whole thing, it then stretched back out the oceans, but also stretched the land masses. So what's really going on here is they reassigned the latitude and longitude positions of these places by doing what they did. So this is what.
Hang on. I need the logic on this. So, Earth is flat. They made a map based on the flat Earth. They then reassigned the longitude and latitude to fit with a globe Earth. Made the globe. They then reopened it out to make a flat map, but then had to stretch the distances. So you're saying Australia is actually as big east to west as Africa is north to south, and Canada is, based on that map, half the size of Australia. Now, what's worse, people drive from east to west of Australia. There are train routes that carry shipments from east to west of Australia, paid for by private companies that need to know how long this distance is, how much track they have to lay. Same with Canada, not on the same sort of sense because ice and shit and shitty cold weather and things. But there's ice road truckers and all that shite, especially through Alaska. Jesus Christ. If you look at Alaska on that map, it's fucking pathetic. I have an estimation that Mexico has a greater landmass than Alaska based on this map. And I'm going to have to Google because I am bringing things up that I haven't sort of looked at. Okay, so we go Alaska land area. So Alaska land area is 1.73 million kilometers squared. Mexico, and I've said that I reckon it's about twice. Well, I don't think I even said twice the amount, but it's definitely more. Mexico land area. Now that's just pissed me off because Mexico land area is actually more. It's only more by like 0.2 million kilometers, and I was thinking it was a lot more. But it's pissed me off that it's not many more. Because I take. You can't see my mouse on this shit. So I take obviously the little bit there is Alaska. No, oh shit, no, the little bit there is Alaska. So yeah, that little green bit I would say should be half the amount as the red bit below what is the content in the States of America. Yeah, the main bits that all join together. Who needs to ever sober up? Stay buzzed. Yes, staying buzzed is good. Now, I'm annoyed though that I thought Alaska was probably about the same size or bigger than in Mexico to start with, so I was expecting there to be more of a difference when it came to this map. The fact there's only 0.2 million square kilometers difference is a bit annoying, but if you probably drag that tiny bit of Alaska over to Mexico, it is going to look half the size, which still works for our understanding of the map and things like that. That Mexico is not half the size of. Sorry, Mexico is not twice the size of Alaska, and vice versa. Especially when people drive through both countries on a regular basis, there are trade routes and ice road trucks that depend on knowing the distances between these areas. Good evening, Purple Rhymes with Orange. Please save me from my own drunkenness. I just see a load of hand palms here. What's Nimrod told me off for now? Oh, God's sake. Nimrod, I feel sorry for you. I don't think anyone actually told me off for my Mexico Alaska thing. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Miss Randrat, congratulations on not having a drop over 2 decades. That is nothing to be ashamed about. I don't. Oh, fuck's sake! Don't feel like you feel ashamed, but it is something to brag about because I need a drink to deal with these fuckers. I also need a drink to deal with the fuckers that come in my pub sometimes. But I spent most of my years between 18 and 23 basically not drinking. I was the designated driver, and if I'm driving, I get in the car and go, "Yeah, I'll drive." I don't have a beer. I don't have a half. I don't have a shandy. I drive and I stay on coke all night, and that is it. I will not touch a drop of alcohol. But then I have nights this, and I blow it and go, "Yay, beer!"
I'm calling this longitude reassignment, right? So there's a second reason why they can't do any measurements to Polaris for any reason, besides the fact that they can't measure an elevation angle off of a curved surface, right? That they have it in a model. The second problem they have is that their horizon is always refracted. So any measurement that they get between their visible horizon, not
The horizon will still be refracted on the flat Earth because the atmosphere is so thin. Now shut the fuck up.
not the reality visible horizon, but their visible sea horizon and Polaris will never match the latitude and longitude grid because their visible horizon is always refracted at a rate of at least 7/6, which changes their radius from 3,959 miles to 4,618 miles. Right? So they are always working with a radius that is at least that size and bigger. Right? So they can never make those measurements. They don't have the flat plane to begin with, and secondly, their horizon, right? All the measurements when they make a ball out of the latitude and longitude grid, every point on that has to match Polaris. But in reality, within their model, because it's always refracted, the horizon will never match what they need.
It does because we understand refraction, and there are tables to go along with this. So at the moment, you're talking out your ass, Brian.
It to match. So their refracted horizons will never match the latitude and longitude grid, making it not just impossible, even if they had a globe and that was the situation, the latitude and longitude grid could not exist because there would be no consistency because their horizon is constantly refracted at all these different rates of claims of rates or whatever. So it can't work. Now I will put a video in the description here of this video, a 40-minute video on where they got the radius from, and then another video on why their 7/6R horizon makes it impossible for the latitude and longitude grid, and especially any observations to Polaris to ever work within our model, right? Completely taking our model out. But this is about the starting of the creation of a flat Earth map, right? This is the very beginning of it. If you want a flat Earth map, this is the very beginning of it. Because, as I said earlier, the latitude and longitude grid is purely a flat Earth grid. That's what it is. It's derived from measurements taken off a flat plane.
In which case, as we look at this now, a flight coming from Santiago, which currently is not on the screen, coming over to Australia, takes what, about 12 hours? So that is 12 hours there. It could take less. Oh, I wish I'd fucking Googled this shit beforehand so I remember it. But it also takes the same sort of time coming from this side of Australia. Not that you can see my mouse, but you know what I mean. The other side of Australia. Going to South Africa. Those distances don't work. Now, unfortunately, there are regular flights going from South Africa or Africa as a whole to South America. Trade routes, public demand, and shit like that do not work to make flight routes viable. fuck the world, because if there's a flight route going from South America to Australia, it shows Earth can't be flat. Population densities and trade demands come into effect. Flat earthers, fuck you, explain your shit properly. There are, in fact, though, shipping routes. And the shipping routes do show that the time of the distance travelled. I did a video on it a few weeks ago. I'm not going into more detail. The average speed required if Earth was flat to complete the distances with the stops, with the time required at the stops, do not fit with a flat Earth. Modern cruise ships are not capable of covering those distances. Right, back to... I don't want to do more Brian's logic. These videos stupid.
That's the only way you can derive it. But as I said, places like Australia have been stretched out. So here we have, right, these two black lines. This one here is representing, let's say, the longitude line that's running through Sydney, and this one here is representing the longitude line that's running through Perth. But the red line here would be the actual longitude line of Perth, because you have to remember this is stretched out, right? So the actual distance between Sydney here and Perth would actually be between this black line and this red line, not this black line and this black line, because that is a stretched out Australia. In reality, Australia is not that wide. But what they did is by making a sphere out of the latitude and longitude grid, they also reassigned all the longitude lines south of the equator, if not some north of the equator, but all the longitude and latitude positions are basically reassigned outside of their reality. So I'll show you what I mean now. So longitude reassignment, right? Sydney is 151 degrees east longitude. So we'll hold Sydney constant for this, right? I don't know if when we go further with this, right, in time, if Sydney will be held constant, but because the latitude and longitude grid, just to show you.
Sorry.
Right.
I missed that because I had the second audio channel playing, so I touched my fucking headphones. Right. Sydney, 151 degrees east longitude. Perth, 115 degrees east longitude. Airline distance between first is 2044 statute miles, 204 1,776 miles. Okay, so we're going for 121 miles per degree, and I can't read the bottom because my camera is in the way. I clicked on the wrong fucking box. Here we go. This means that if we hold Sydney's longitude constant and use the real world distance, then what? You better fucking explain when I press play now. I'm really well pissed off that I paused all this shit.
Longitude reassignment, right? Sydney is 151 degrees east longitude. So we'll hold Sydney constant for this, right? I don't know if when we go further with this, right, in time, if Sydney will be held constant, but because the latitude and longitude grid, just to show you, right, the latitude and longitude grid is red east to west, right? So you have east and west in the latitude because you have from the prime meridian east and west, right? So we're talking about east here, we're talking about 151 and 115 degrees east longitude. You also have west longitude, but it's an azimuthal, right? This is another reason why none of this can work on a globe. This is based on an azimuthal reading, so it's always going to be around in clockwise motion, right? Basically, right? So that's another thing about the latitude and longitude grid, because it's red flat. It has to be flat. The whole lot has to be flat.
No,
it's measured flat. It only exists due to flat Earth measurements.
No, it hasn't.
The whole thing works flat. So the only thing that doesn't work is by placing it onto a globe. That only skews everything up. But the point I'm making is it works in a circle, right? The longitude lines are all measured in a circular fashion, right?
No, they're not.
So from the prime meridian, they're measured east and west, right, in a circular fashion. So let's just say we're going to hold Sydney constant for this, right?
Okay.
So Sydney is 115 degrees east longitude. That's the longitude it's
Covered
given
this shit.
at present. Perth is given 115 degrees east longitude, right?
Yeah.
An airline
That's a
distance
good
between
point.
Sydney and Perth is 2,044 statute miles. 2,044 statute miles equals 1,776 nautical miles. 1,776 nautical miles divided by 60, which would be 60 minutes per degree, equals 29.6. 151 minus 29.6 equals 121.4. So this means that if we hold Sydney's longitude constant and use the real world distance between Sydney and Perth, then that places Perth at around 121 degrees east longitude and not 115 degrees east longitude. This is how the trick was done. So in reality, right, Perth is more 121 degrees east longitude and not 115.
Now use that logic to work out the distance of every other country, every other city, and other replacement of countries in the fucking world. Because you're going to find it doesn't work. I know on regular driving and how far I drive my car, how close the next city is. If you start moving like, oh yeah, well, the actual distance is better, is like this. No, unless you're going to change the actual measurements of distance, unless you're going to come up with a new form of measurement, which people can't test easily, quickly, and locally, you're running into a shitty fucking problem for you, not for us, because we'll just point there, laugh at you, and go, you're a fucking moron. Because that's all this is. You haven't gone and said, well, yeah, this now makes this the correct distance between here and here because we're moving these longitude lines, and then going up and proving your point on other things. Now, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for a moment. Where's my mouse pointing gone? We have, fuck's sake, 4 minutes left on this 12-minute video. He could say, what I'm going to do is play.
Right, and this is how the trick was done. So if we hold Sydney constant, right, because we're reading it that way, that's how the latitude and that's how you read in azimuth. You would hold Sydney constant and read it around in that direction. That would place Perth at 121 degrees. You have already mutated it. We have to now unmutate it. That's what has to happen. So everywhere out south of the equator must be unmutated and given its correct longitude, latitude and longitude positions.
And north of the equator.
So Australia doesn't change in size. It only changes in size on this map because it's too big. You bring it back to its actual size. Everywhere south of the equator is bringing back that.
It would change on a globe map for the southern poles only as well, because the southern poles, we understand, on a flat Earth map equivalent to this one, are stretched. If you're not holding the North Poles or the Northern Hemisphere to the same degree that you're holding the Southern Hemisphere, that shows a giant flaw in your logic. You have to be measuring them all the same, unless you're saying that as by degrees of latitude, oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, latitude going down, so we're talking about longitude, latitude going down, these things are changing. I still feel like I've got that wrong. Now, blame the rum. If I've got it wrong, switch it round. You know what I mean. As you're coming south, if the distance east to west doesn't change, but it changes only for a flat Earth or a globe Earth, it's not working the way it should. The distances should be constant per measurement. Oh, fuck's sake. I can't get the point. I know what point I'm trying to make. No, blame them. No one's made the point for me
to their actual size, right? But the oceans are kept at the same size. That's the only thing that's the only difference between, that's the only thing
Oceans
that's
are
not
getting
working, is the
constant
fact
change.
that due to them making a globe out of latitude and longitude grid, they've stretched out. When they flattened it a whole lot out, they stretch out everywhere south of the equator. But in reality, that's not the situation.
If the oceans have changed the same, but the continents have shrunk, um, what's filling the gap? Because if I need to move the chat. The chat's now in the wrong place, so I was looking at the map. So if that's the Earth, my palm is the Earth, and Australia takes up this much, and we've shrunk Australia to that much. What's filled the gap around Australia? Because the oceans have stayed the same size. They were his words. Oh, I can do it better. We've got a bottle. The bottle is round. Australia is here. Something else is here, and something else. Oh, fuck. Something else is here. This distance should be constant. Okay? Yeah, no flat earthers can watch my chicks. They never fucking do. I'll be fair.
All
We're not
these
starting
places
flat
are the
earthers
sizes as they
fucking
actually
chatting.
are, and the oceans are bigger.
Oh.
That's what actually is going on. So that's how.
Sorry, 1 second. Nimroid loud noises, as in loud noises in me because I'm drunk and being loud? Or loud noises something else? Because I can turn down my sound. I was getting a bit excited and loud. I'm very sorry. I'm in green at the moment. Someone please say in chat. I know there's not many of you here because it's a live stream. You love lamp. Nimroid, that's not really helping. Okay? It is a survey curve. Mr. Untrack, very nice. And to go for a southern. Oh, fuck. Sorry, stretching my note. It's not southern. 38 parallel. North and South Korea. You've got your volume turned up. Thank you, Mr. Justin. Sorry, I saw a comment for loud noises. Like, ah, shit. You know I don't really do many live streams. I'm very worried about ever fucking up this shit. Right. Orlando, you're playing Minecraft? Very jealous. I can't remember my password to get into Minecraft. I need to reload and sort that shit out. Right. Everyone else seems happy. I'm going to press play. If I do get loud, just give me a finger and dang, you're a twat, you're loud in chat. That is fine. Play twat with a O, twat. That's fine.
They made the ocean smaller was by making a globe out of latitude and longitude grid, which made the whole of the Earth smaller in total area. But we know circles of equal latitude, for example, can be measured to a point with that way bigger than what the surface of the globe Earth can hold. You know, there's no way out of it. So this is the start of. Anyone wants to know about a flat Earth map? That's the very start of it. The longitudinal reassignment, and maybe the latitude as well, reassignment. But let's start off with longitudinal reassignment, because we work in a circle in that situation. Now, I'm sure I'll get a lot of backlash for this. As I said, I'll place those two videos in the description. Watch them if you're new to this and you're confused by anything. This is a bit far ahead for a lot of people who might just be purely getting into this topic. But this is what needs to happen. Because we need to have this map, but with the everywhere south of the equator in its correct size. And all that means is that
What is the correct size for the South Equator then? Please explain. Do it with measurable distances, known flight times, no shipping routes. It's that annoying thing. Hi, Purple.
Assignment of their latitude and longitude positions. We don't need to change reality. We just need to go back to reality. This was a change in reality. That's the problem. The globe was a change in reality. We need to go back to reality, not change it. We need to change from fantasy, which is what we've been led to believe we're living in and on for far too long.
Now, people have tried to create a flat Earth map in the time. They've used known distances, known travel times, and things like that, and they have failed. They have failed beyond. Excuse me. Very sorry. Jager, rum, all that shit. They have failed beyond all fucking belief because no one can make the distances known work with a flat Earth model when based on the equator that we know. It just doesn't fit. These people then go, oh, maybe we're wrong about our fucking whole understanding of this shit, and stop being flat earthers. Because they understand this shit doesn't fucking work. Right, we're on. Oh, fucking hell. I've been going 90 minutes. Jesus Christ. Right, what I'm going to do is take a quick break, put you back on the standby screen because I'm going to pee. We'll come back. I'll look what else I've got in my download folder of shitty fucking fastest videos. We'll do a quick one. I'll have a couple more Jaeger bombs. We'll finish off the live stream, and I will say big sorry to Queen of Spades because she was doing a live stream about 20 minutes before I started. And I did say I was going to stop early, and some people over there, and I didn't. Oh, but M2M's here. Unfortunately, I've set up on OBS and haven't set up for anyone joining me. Or I said M2M a link and say, "Oi, come in here and join me, you bitch." But at 1:30 in the morning, after, well, that one's almost empty, and I've already drunk another one. So fuckload of rum and a fuckload of Jaeger. Be fucking about with this shit because it was all set up when I was sober. Right, you'll sit with the standby screen, and we'll open the video and come back. BRB! What mic is that using? Because I've muted my mic. That's worrying. Desktop audio, mixer mic. Okay, I'm worrying that you can all still hear me. If someone can hear me, put something in chat. Because I'm really worried. Yeah, M2M, you saying hey does not fit. You have to say, my mum bakes cakes, hey, or sarcastic Bowman, yes, I can still hear you, you're a twat. You didn't mute your live stream where you peed. Ah, fuck's sake. So what the where's my audio coming from? Well, no, that's the worrying thing, because I don't know what selected my audio source. It just says mic. I set this up when sober. Oh, Jesus Christ. So that's using the wrong microphone. Fucking hell, my audio must sound like fucking wank. Mic 2. Sorry, I'm going to set up this now. Default should be that one.
Sorry,
Sorry,
we're
we're
going to
going to
get
get
double
double
audio
audio
for a
for a
minute.
minute. Right. I've muted the wrong audio.
Unmute. Right. Yes, Bowman did a Riley. Bowman at least did a Riley
with his fucking wireless shit near him. More annoyingly. Yeah, you probably didn't hear me anyway. Right. Does that sound better than earlier? This is what I want to know now, because I feel like my fucking audio has been shit this entire time. Someone please say something in chat, because I feel really fucking shit about now. Sound... Really? Oh shit, the bed. Okay. Strussen, I'll go back to the other microphone then. Right.
So what? I don't know what source this other microphone is using. It says default. I don't know what the default is. I'm gonna have to look through. How do you do an audio wank? I don't know. Fuck's sake, you're all confused me now because I've got Strussen saying it was better before. I've got Dick Nimro saying that sounds really good. Right, M2M, I need you. This is audio 1.
And this is audio 2. All I want you to put M2M in chat is a 1 or a 2 while I fill up a Jager bomb. Because this is annoying me now. And I can trust you. Strussen, it's not that I don't trust you. But I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone. I'm a fucking Welsh bloke. I don't trust anyone who speaks English as their first language. Or their second language. Or even their third. My mum bakes cake says number 2. Number 2 is better. Much better now, Bowman. This one is muffled. Well, fuck you, Mr. Andra. I want to be muffled. Number 2 is a but. 2 there is a but 2. M2M, could you read that back to me? I will go with 2. I'm about to fucking run my Jager bomb. Jesus Christ. You lot have got me fucking worried about my sound. Bit much of the background, white noise issue, but your voice was amazing. Audio 1 has no background noise. Audio 2 is amazing voice, but we are... Right. Nimrod, we can work this shit together. Audio number 2, but should I just turn the volume down a little bit so it's got less noise? There is the next question. I will also quickly queue up another video because I'm in the mood to talk this shit all night and I don't care. Right, what have I still got downloaded? I don't want to do the video I've done already. Videos down. Flat Earth. Right, I've done that one. I've done that one. I've still got that one to do. Done that one, done that one, done that one. We should have one more. Oh god, I can't remember what I've done. Audio 2 is better, picking up more in the background. Right, I will turn it slightly down on the microphone itself. Oh, I come up a bit low on the gain then though. I mean, background noise, there should only be the Jager machine going, so it's not that too much. Yeah. I have no idea what device Audio 2 was using as a background, so that is annoying. Right, let's go back.
Hi. Okay, let's talk about a proof that the Earth is
okay. Right, if I've done that right now, I've re-added mic 2 to this scene because I'd muted mic 1. I could have unmuted mic 1. I didn't think of that. Can't hear the video you're playing, but not... What? Can hear the video you're playing, but not yourself. Voice is back. Cool. Second one, do you have some sort of gate on audio too? The white noise isn't that bad really, but you are muted now. I can look at filters for next time because there are filters. I'm using OBS at the moment. I am very unfamiliar with OBS. I will admit. Curlon used to do all my OBS stuff. There's noise gate, noise suppression. I could add all this stuff. I'll put on SpeedX. I'm going to put on SpeedX, noise suppression. You can all put all your shit in. I say your shit. Your very valued comments, because they are very valued. Right, I will rearrange this video. I just need to move the chat fucking out the way. This is one of the times I hate OBS because, oh, fuck's sake. I also hate adding videos that I haven't pre-arranged for myself because I don't fucking know what's going on. Right. This really small video with text that we can't read because the quality is fucking atrocious. Let's have a 9. Yes, the Jager machine is off M-term, as in it's cooled down enough, it's stopped the fans running. They only run every 40 minutes or so, which is really annoying. Let me make one here. So, let's play some of this Flat Earth Proof to Show Your Friends Volume 1. If it's as good as Volume 2, it's going to be atrociously bad. Thank you very much.
Hi. Okay, let's talk about a proof that the Earth is a level plane and not a giant ball. You know, you get in these talks with people sometimes, and you want something quick just to be able to say, look, there's an undeniable, easy thing you can understand, and it is a survey. A real-life land survey is done by using trigonometry. Using a scope to measure the distance to one location, measure the distance to another location, and
that is probably the only accurate bit he's got there. This distance from the center of the Earth outwards. That is the only bit. I have a feeling the rest of this is going to be fucking bollocks. Video is slightly too loud. Not a problem. We'll take that down to minus there. Thank you very much, M2M.
Using trigonometry to calculate the vertical angle of the drop, and that is how it's done. So basically, let me go through a couple of videos, and then we'll talk about a couple different diagrams and just explain how simple this idea is and how you could just show somebody this video, or you could just, you know, draw a little diagram, you know, on a napkin while you're sitting out at dinner and show something. It's just such an easy thing once you get it in your mind's eye that a survey would be impossible on a rounded surface. Sea level would have no meaning on as a reference point to a survey. And let's look at why. So let's check this out. I got a couple different videos I'm going to load up.
We use all kinds of measuring tools in our everyday lives. Rulers, protractors, squares, and tape measures, etc. These work fine for small and medium-sized projects, but what if we need to lay out something big, like a road, bridge, dam, or pipeline? Hey, I'm Grady, and this is Practical Engineering. On today's episode, we're talking about one of the civil engineer's most important companions, the land surveyor.
Land surveyors compensate for fucking gravity and everything. I really hope when I moved the microphone and camera, the audio didn't go fucking skit because I was holding the microphone in one hand. But that was my Jager machine. Yay! The cables, I can actually show this because I've got a light. The cables for everything are all fucking tangled up. So, fuck you all if I'm trying to separate that shit. So, land surveyors compensate for earth curve and gravity and all that shit because they understand this shit. Yeah. And tilt monitor.
And we're going to do a little bit of surveying you can try at home.
Thanks, I'm good.
The science of taking big measurements. And you've probably seen these guys on the side of the road looking through fancy equipment on a tripod. Just about any civil engineering project starts with a survey to determine the legal boundaries between parcels of property, the location of existing infrastructure, and the slopes and topography of the land. Humans have always had a penchant for building big stuff, which means surveying is a career full of history and tradition. Behind every wonder of the ancient world was an ancient geometry nerd who laid out the angles and alignments during construction.
Now let's take this seriously here. Let's talk about, through the history of the world, all of these ancient structures, Stonehenge, the pyramids, ancient...
Before he makes the most stupid comment in the fucking world, even if you're using water to level your building area, that water is still going to be affected by gravity. The 1 inch drop there, the 1 inch drop there, and the standard level in the center is not going to play a huge difference over a structure that's only, 12 foot high? Even when it comes to the pyramids, those buildings that are going to be inspected daily, oh, this block needs to change. By the time of the pyramids, on about 2,500 BC? Yeah, that sounds all right. 2,500 to 3,000 BC for the pyramids being built, which means that falls before Eratosthenes, but after they sort of worked out that the Earth was round. Drink. Trying to work out dates and not doing a quick Google in between, which everyone relies on thingy or making scripts. I don't do scripts, I just talk bollocks. So, yeah. Oh, let's have a quick look at that. I couldn't see because I'm on my phone and the picture is tiny and I'm half blind. Nimrod, there wasn't much to see in the picture, to be fair, mate. There really wasn't much to see in the picture. There's not many people talking in chat, which always makes me wonder that everyone's fucking left. Love it. To be fair, it is also 1:45. I should go to bed.
Pyramids all over the world. These structures were built using level, broad areas, and people knew how to do this. They didn't have satellites and using airplanes flying over, using laser beams or anything. It was an extremely basic measurement. So let's just remember that.
Surveying is also how we created accurate maps of the continents, like the Great Trigonometrical Survey of India, which took almost 70 years to complete.
What a trip, huh? So these guys went out on foot, measured all this, and made this. It's remarkable. This is so cool to think about, and that's the way that all surveys are done, and then that's been kind of translated and manipulated into these computer programs, and
now does anyone say can you translate it and manipulate it into computer programs? Because these measurements don't show a flat surface, they show they show the gradual curvature of a curved surface, especially with the transcontinental measurements of the United States, which is listed on M2M's website, which shows a surface globular excess, not globular. Oh, fuck's sake. You know what I mean. You people in chat are far more sensible and more sober than me, but it shows spherical excess. That's what I was looking for. It shows the spherical excess in those measurements. I mean, if I can remember that when I'm 45 sheets to the wind, a flat earther should be able to figure that with half his brain cells trapped in a fucking ring vice of his fucking mum. My website. No, spherical excess. Spherical excess. Where did my website come from, M2M? You're just trying to confuse me. Fuck off. Oh, fuck, I press play on there. That would have been more dramatic.
Now they say there's magic satellites giving information when it's all right here. And there are airplanes that can fly over and use laser beams for the topography. That does happen. So, but let's stick with the basics. Let's stick with how over the history of the world, measurements have been done, and surveys and real life surveyors, take surveys and take their measurements, and how that works, because you see these buttons on the ground. They are markers all over the world to show different elevations above sea level that surveyors use in order to they call it a home run. They'll make one survey in one area, one survey in another area, and then they home run it back to another pre-existing marker that some other surveyor did. So when this guy's long dead and gone, that land survey and that is accurate compared to everything else that's been surveyed. And it's a big network of different individuals that have basically made this physical measurement over hundreds of years, and it's very cool. So I love thinking about this, but
Right, you don't think about this. You're taking fucking far too long to make a point. Those points show that Earth cannot be flat. The expanding distances required for a flat Earth do not compute to measured surveyable land. If you're agreeing with these land surveys are accurate, and that the distance people travel on a daily basis are accurate, then Earth cannot be flat. Whether you're looking at just India as shown here, yeah, that looks like India. South America, Africa, North America, I'm just going to say Alaska then, but that technically comes as North America. Asia, Russia, it's all of that. There are railways that cover these distances. They are measured known distances, which make a huge difference to people. Because if you're looking at somewhere like Russia, Transcontinental Siberian Railway, you need to know how much coal you need to supply that railway for that distance. You're not going to overload the coal unless you're going to tell the person who's in charge of overloading coal that, oh yeah, it's actually only 300 miles rather than, I actually have no idea how far it is, how little it is, or anything like that. So we're going to say 300 miles versus 800 miles. I have no idea. Someone can correct me in chat. The difference in coal is going to be extreme on those two distances between the flat Earth and the curved Earth. I will probably do the maths in a distance on the next video when I'm actually sober, because then it would make more sense. On the bigger distances where it's actually going to matter is going to be something like Australia, where trains do travel coast to coast. That is a large fucking distance. Even more so, it's a very large distance difference. Jesus. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. It's a very large distance between a flat Earth and a globe Earth due to the distortion provided by a flat Earth map. You're talking a few thousand, well, not even a few thousand miles, lots of thousands of miles to, I wish I could remember how big Australia was from side to side. I want to say 1,300, and I feel like that's going to be absolutely atrociously wrong. Oh, AU, Australia, coast to build a house. No, I've actually put coast. Coast to coast. Let's see what that comes up with. And how far Australia coast to coast? Jesus, I was half the amount of 2-2. 2-2. But if we're basing that on 2-2 and basing that on the distances on a globe to a flat Earth, it is literally going to be twice as much. These are the things I would check before I started talking shit. Nimrod, I know that we all know Australia's fake. No one lives in Australia. New Zealand isn't actually real, and that all of the Lord of the Rings were filmed in Wales. Anyone who wants to complain about that can come and fight me. All you got to do is come to Hereford, because obviously that's where I am. We'll have a claymore each, and we will discuss this shit. Don't forget though that I'm 6'5". If you want to fight me with a claymore, you're more than fucking welcome. Just like Abraham Lincoln fought a guy with a sword and he said, "Fuck that shit." You have to pay for your own fight and travel to get to Hereford. Terms and conditions apply.
This is a very, very easy proof. So let me get this going here.
My mum bakes cakes. You don't have a spanner. You've been here long enough that we'll probably sort that out at some point.
I personally think everyone should aspire to accomplish something in their life that can be prefixed with the words great trigonometrical. The ubiquitous tool for surveying is called a theodolite, and its one job is to measure the angle between 2 points. Combine those angles with distances from a chain or tape measure, and you can triangulate the location of any point using trigonometry. Modern theodolites, called total stations, can not only measure angles, but distance as well, and they have onboard computers that can do the calculations and record the data for later use. When you see a surveyor peering through a funny telescope, it's probably a total station, and he or she is probably sighting a reflector to record the location of a point.
That actually looks like where I used to live.
Now let's look at another way to look at this and see if this is possible. It's amazing people actually believe this stuff. Like when you actually look at it.
This better be a fucking good explanation because you've gone to minute physics. And minute physics is I feel like I needed the fucking Jager one for this shit. Just to laugh at the stupidity you're about to come out. Trying to twist minute fucking physics is shit. Because unless I've missed a fucking month or 3 of minute physics videos, he's going to piss all over your idea of a flat earth. Wow. Right, okay.
Sea level seems like a pretty easy concept, right? You just measure the average level of the oceans and that's that. But what about parts of the Earth where there aren't oceans? For example, when we say that Mount Everest is 8,000...
Is this the one that discusses the height of mountains above sea level, but taking into effect gravity, and if the mountains weren't there, but still using gravity? So basically, the entire video revolves around gravity. I'm sure I've seen this one. If it is, I'm gonna pull myself another Jager bomb. Yay! And then probably end the video after this is all finished because yeah, I've gone like 2 hours longer than I expected. But anyway.
850 meters above sea level? How do we know what sea level would be beneath Mount Everest, since there's no sea for hundreds of kilometers? If the Earth were flat, then things would be easy. We'd just draw a straight line through the average height of the oceans and be done with it. But the Earth isn't flat. If the Earth were spherical, it would be easy too, because we could just measure the average distance from the center of the Earth to the surface of the ocean. But the Earth isn't spherical. It's spinning, so bits closer to the equator are thrown out by centrifugal effects and the poles get squashed in a bit. In fact, the Earth is so non-spherical that it's 42 kilometers farther across at the equator than from pole to pole. That means if you thought the Earth were a sphere and defined sea level by standing on the sea ice at the North Pole, then the surface of the ocean at the equator would be 21 kilometers above sea level. This bulging is also why the Chimborazo volcano in Ecuador, and not Mount Everest, is the peak that's actually farthest from the center of the Earth. So how do we know what sea level is? Well, water is held on Earth by gravity, so we could model the Earth as a flattened and stretched spinning sphere, and then calculate what...
Yeah, so I've seen this video. He goes through that you remove the mountains, but still account for the gravitational attraction of the mountains, blah, 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 and do gravity. I am really failing to see how, whatever this wank spanner is, I've forgotten who we're even talking about, because reasons not related to alcohol. It's all related to alcohol. Why? I obviously have to break up videos for YouTube copyright and things like that, so we'll have a look through here. Ooh, what's the yellow bottle? Oh, the yellow bottle is Dead Man's Fingers Mango Rum. It goes really nice with tango. Okay. I can't see anything else that's needing my attention. Apart from my mum bakes cakes, needs a spanner, which I'll probably sort out. Right, play.
Height the oceans would settle to when pulled by gravity onto the surface of that ellipsoid. Except the interior of the Earth doesn't have the same density everywhere, which means gravity is slightly stronger or weaker at different points around the globe, and the oceans tend to puddle more near the dense spots. These aren't small changes either. The level of the sea can vary by up to 100 meters from a uniform ellipsoid, depending on the density of the Earth beneath it. And on top of that, literally, there are these pesky things called continents moving around on the Earth's surface. These dense lumps of rock bump out from the ellipsoid, and their mass gravitationally attracts oceans, while valleys in the ocean floor have less mass and the oceans flow away shallower. And this is the real conundrum, because the very presence of a mountain and continent on which it sits changes the level of the sea. The gravitational attraction of land pulls more water nearby, raising the sea around it. So to determine the height of a mountain above sea level, should we use the height the sea would be if the mountain weren't there at all, or the height the sea would be if the mountain weren't there but its gravity were? The people who worry about such things, called geodetic scientists or geodesists, decided that we should indeed define sea level using the strength of gravity.
Now, I'm surprised he's got away with playing basically the entire video at this point without commenting. Because I can guarantee if I did that, I'd get a fucking strike for copying copyright shit. So, hence why we're pausing, making comment. Geodetic service, the acknowledgement of gravity. Anything he uses in this video has to account for the fact they've acknowledged gravity. Now, looking at his smug grin, sat in a room with fuck all and a picture and a smug grin, going, "Hi, yeah, I'm so sexy," means that he's not paying any attention to this video and he's seen it as a "I've got you" moment. I don't get at this point a video that discusses gravity, gravitational attraction, things like that. How it's an I got you fuck's sake, how it's an I got you moment for a globe Earth versus a flat Earth. Now, we're going to find out together, and there is, and no one's talking, so I can just move the shit. Go away, chat. Oh, we're 8 minutes into a 15-minute video, so I hope we fucking talk soon.
Gravity, so they went about creating an incredibly detailed model of the Earth's gravitational field, called creatively the Earth Gravitational Model. It's incorporated into modern GPS receivers, so they won't tell you you're 100 meters below sea level when you're in fact sitting on the beach in Sri Lanka, which has weak gravity. And the model has allowed geodesists themselves to correctly predict the average level of the ocean to within a meter everywhere on Earth, which is why we also use it to define what sea level would be beneath mountains, if they weren't there, but their gravity were.
Please don't say
this episode of Minute Physics is supported.
Got it. Okay.
He's talking.
All right. So, amazing. Just mind-boggling that that sort of thing can be put out there and be serious about it.
Provide evidence for your claim of why it's mind-boggling and why this shit can't be put out there. This is what I said. I know he's loading up a YouTube video now. I can see it, but if it's not evidence of what he's claiming right now, it's fucking bollocks. He may as well be sucking on my ball sack.
You know. Okay, so
elevation above sea.
With all that said, in that last video, there were not geodeticists 100 years ago or 200 years ago, and all of the topography and the elevations of the world have been mapped out perfectly and logged for hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of years. Okay? So got that. Okay, so these
Okay, right. You're gonna spare with me because it's gonna take a few seconds to load up. Let's go for it. Right, I'm gonna type world map. Right, in chat, I need a year. It's got to be more than 500 years ago. I want a date more than 500 years ago. And I'm going to load up that fucking world map. I'm going to load up the best result I can see. The most accurate looking result I can see. Give me a date more than 500 years ago. So it's got to be after 1522. Sorry, before 1522. Because I'm stupid. Come on, I don't have any here, but come on, someone can type a fucking date. Right. Fuck's sake, my mum bakes cakes. Minus 500. I'm sorry. I'm drunk and even I can do maths. You're going to stab me later on. You're just testing out that you're Okay. I love the fact you put 1666, and I'm actually going to do 1666 just for the fact it's 1666. You might be blue, and I love you, and that'll do. Dr. Nimrod, your date was better at 1369 because 69, but you can't moan at a 1666. So, I've got to load this up. Please bear with me a few seconds. Let's go for that. Yeah, I'm picking my nose. It's all good. Right. That's actually not a bad map on the first results. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off. It won't let me steal that map. Hang on, bear with me a second. Yes, I know you're all looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Developers tools, refresh. It seems to be the map is broken up into. It fucking is. It's broken into like different. Oh no, maybe not. Open in a new tab. There it is. Haha! Fuck you, you stupid webpage. World map 1699. Save in the Transformers folder. Okay, go away. No, you go away as well. Yeah, okay, yes, I know you finished recording the video. Now fucking go away. Please don't say I didn't just close Discord. Where the fuck has Discord gone? Oh, OBS even. There we go. Right. Add media source. This isn't probably the best actual world map. It probably isn't actually the best source, which is even better when it comes all down to it. Yes, I can see you're all putting dates. You're all lovely. I love you to bits. Right, D drive. Videos down. I need to go to the Transformers folder because that's the last place I saved an image apparently. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. What the fuck? There's like 5 folders there. I know it's fucking in there. Sorry, I'm having Discord. I'm having OBS problems because OBS wants to suck my dick, but I won't let it. Right, image 3. Okay. Browse. There it is. Why didn't you give me that the first time? Oh, look, it's full screen. So, there we go. Now, let's be fair. That isn't too bad. I mean, we're missing half of Australia. We're missing a lot of North America. Alaska doesn't exist at this point. So, that's a bit fucking annoying. Size-wise, Great Britain's still looking far too fucking big compared to everywhere else. So yeah, what was the next one we had? 1369. Oh, that is gonna be fucking horrendous. World map 1369. I love the number 69. It's one of the great numbers. Images world map 1369. Okay, the first one that I came across literally just shows around the Mediterranean. Thank you, Jager Machine, for starting now. Fuck you. You're just trying to remind me that I need a Jager one. Africa. K. You're a bit of Australia. Not Australia. You're a bit of Russia. World maps in 1369 seem to either revolve around Mediterranean or modern maps of the world. So yeah. By 1369, there's slight more understanding of the world, and I think these modern maps are given us a thing for. There is one. I'll load this one up. I will load this one up. No. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No, don't copy image, save image. A PNG in transformers, that's fine. I know we need to get back to the stream. Because I know I want to go to bed, and so do you. It's all good. Don't worry. Browse. That one there. There were other maps. I feel this is still a modern interpretation of a map because things are looking a bit more in scale. Yeah. So I don't think it's the best of maps to reference. The rest of them either included just the Mediterranean, so around the Byzantium Empire and things like that. And I feel like they showed so little on such a small area, we didn't get fuck all from them. 666 BC. Tempting, but I feel like it's going to be even less, and it's literally just going to be the Roman Empire or the Chinese. I'm not going to get a link in between. Who put the 666? My mum. Yeah, I feel like I put 666. It's probably a really good year, but I'm going to get one or the other. So, I don't know. I think this is going to be a topic for a video. There's going to be a topic video looking at world maps through the ages when sober. So, we shall click the little I button on that and make it go, fuck off! And we'll press play on... Where the fuck's it gone? Where the fuck's it gone? There it is, media source 4. Number 4. Number fucking 4.
Specialized geodeticists. Yeah. I'll leave it to your own imagination. Let's look at another analysis of how to calculate elevation above sea level. Okay? And if you see this, don't let anybody tell you that you're dumb and that you're a caveman and that the last video is accurate, because it has to be so elaborate and bizarre and unthinkable to be true. And that's where people get stuck. They get stuck thinking that these authority figures and all this nonsense that they put out there, just complete utter nonsense, is just the way it is. And now there's these space satellites, and that's the way we figured it out. It's just utter lie.
No, we figured 90% of it out before we had satellites to re-emphasize our measurements. A lot of this stuff was done a long time before. Now, a great example, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to Google some numbers. I think it was about 1912, 1913. And it's they made it in a film. Oh, fuck off. I don't want a thingy. The English man who walked up a hill and came down a mountain. There we go. 1995 film. Blah, 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 blah. It's a romantic comedy. It is based on a true story. During the days of World War One, blah, blah, blah. A small Welsh town relies on the local mountain as a source of pride when two English cartographers, Reynold Aran, who's played by Hugh Grant, and George Garrard, played by Ian McNeice, arrived to measure the mountain. They discovered the landmark is 16 feet short of achieving the official mountain classification. disheartened disheartened that their mountain has been deemed a hill, the townsfolk planted a cyber plan to make up the 16 feet. Meanwhile, Aaron falls for a local one. And it happened again, basically 100 years later, where the local residents were, the mountain was remeasured, blah, 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 and done using the same measurement styles that found the mountain was below the height, and the locals banded together, and they basically just took soil in fucking in wheelbarrows, and took it up and dumped it on the top of this fucking hill, and made it a fucking mountain. Because that's what people in South Wales have to do to feel proud, because they don't have fucking mountains. They have to rely on the hills and make them bigger. Fuck them all. Just because they've got the rugby teams and the fucking stadiums doesn't mean I can't take the fucking piss. All maps are flat. Yes, they are, because paper is flat. Yeah, all good there. Right. Let's play more of this dickhead. I really need to go to bed, but I'm going to play more. I'm going to put on the A1 while it's playing.
So, watch this. This is
above sea level and below sea level. In this lesson, I'm using a fish and a bird.
That's really quiet.
The fish's elevation is 12 meters below sea level,
That fell on
and
the
the
floor.
bird's elevation is 28.
Right, sorry, 1 second, because even that was quiet for me. Right, I'm going to turn that up. I'm going to go back a few seconds. Many of you probably don't want me to go back a few seconds, but tough and shit.
space satellites, and that's the way we figured it out. It just utter lies. So watch this. This is
above sea level and below sea level.
That's still really quiet.
In this lesson, I'm using a fish and a bird.
Okay.
The fish's elevation is 12 meters below sea level, and the bird's elevation is 28 meters above sea level.
Okay.
The elevation of the fish is negative 12 meters, and the elevation of the bird is 28 meters. The surface of the ocean or the sea is sea level, or 0 meters. The distance between the sea level and the fish is 12 meters. The absolute value of negative 12 is 12. In other words, an elevation of negative 12 is still 12 meters below sea level.
That's fine.
The elevation of the bird is 28 meters. The distance between sea level and the bird is 28 meters.
Anyone else feel like this?
Okay, I'll stop there.
Shit.
There you go. Okay.
Really loud.
Because sea level is level. It's level. Doesn't curve. It's a constant reference point. Let me give you a couple other diagrams and show you what I'm kind of getting at.
No, because the gentleman that was talking about this didn't say that at all. Now, as we in the chat, and anyone who's got more than 2 brain cells know, that sea level is dependent on the distance from the surface of the Earth and its relative fucking measurements. And this is just fucking ridiculous. You're like, well, that fish is there and this bird is here. I know it's the same all over us. No, it's not. Not when you measure it in relation to everything else. That fish can still be 12 feet below sea level and that bird can still be 28 meters above sea level. But that mountain you measured there, that's 15, which, for example, I'm going to say 15 feet above the sea level, because I can't be bothered to add 1,006, I forgot. Doesn't mean that that over there compared to that over there is different, because it's all relative to the distance to the centre of the Earth. This break's going to piss me off. I want to go to bed. I'm going to drink my hair bomb. Probably tell you all to fuck off and go to bed.
Here.
Play.
If you look online at elevation above sea level, you're going to find a ton of things like this. One came out kind of grainy, but it says sea level. See, look at that. Isn't that flat? It says different ground levels, different elevations above this constant reference point.
It's not a conference reference
Okay.
point. Fuck off. That Jager one was really strong. Sorry.
Here's another one. Sea level. It's level because water finds its level and it needs a container. So the container is
No, because distance between continents are usually vast in regards to America and fucking China. It's thousands of fucking miles. The 20 odd feet difference that might be between the sea levels based on the salt content of the oceans in different areas is negligible over the vast distances. The Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans have different sea levels based on the content of salt in them. This is due to freshwater dilation from fucking Greenland, Iceland, and the ice caps in the northern hemisphere compared to over across in the border with the straits that are limiting the delivery of fresh water between Russia and Alaska. The worst thing is, I am fucking smashed. And I mean fucking smashed. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't want to walk home. I'm only going to walk home about 20 feet. Literally. And I can debunk this guy's arguments in a fucking piss easy statement of stuff that I know. And it's not indoctrinated know. It's facts that I can reference experiments, observations to, that then you have to fucking bullshit about. To the point where, let's go to that.
Am I muted? No one said anything. I think I was muted. So, yeah, if I was, someone say something. If I wasn't, someone say something. But for some reason, I had a different. Yeah. I think I've got it. My mum. I'm just waiting for voices back. Right, cool. So, where was I? The flat Earth arguments rely on the same things, and they're points that are debunked year after year with evidence to support them. And flat Earth just says, no, that's not right. Supply the evidence to support your things. Here is a scientific study. Here is a geodesical survey. Here is the difference between the locks on the Panama Canal. One side, I know this because I just did the fucking video that's coming out tomorrow when I upload it around. One side does 85 feet on one set of locks. The other side has two sets of locks. One does, I've got to try and remember now because drunkenness. One does 35 feet, and the second set of locks, no, 50, oh, fuck's sake. Right, the average came to 98 feet. The minimum distance between these two locks was about 98 feet. But one set of locks only did 85 feet. That shows straight away that there's a minimum of a 14-foot difference between the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans because of the difference in the lock heights. Flat Earthers ignore this shit, and it's a clear example of the difference. All they would need to do would be to have something shipped via the Panama Canal that measured elevation. And they could see this shit going on, or be on one of the boats, or just go and fucking visit. South America isn't a very expensive place. To go near the Panama Canal isn't very expensive. Yes, the flights are going to cost a pain in the ass amount. But if Flat Earthers can raise £20,000 for a fucking ring laser gyroscope, fucking go and do it. But they won't. And we all know why they fucking won't. Because the Flat Earthers that have the money don't want to put the money into anything that's going to prove that the Earth isn't flat. Because they like having in these donations. They like having in the subscribers, the super chats, the memberships. All you've got to do is look at Nathan Oakley's channel, and 90% of the people who can chat in his thing have to be a fucking member. It's a money orientated grift. That's what flat earth is. And it's not in the way that flat earthers say it is. The grift is for flat earthers, not for globe fucking earthers, not for people that run the world. No, it's for people relying on the stupidity of the general public. And there is huge amounts of stupidity in the general public. I watched a video today on Twitter of African American descent people claiming that Kanye West was right and Hitler never persecuted black people. Sorry, African American people. My PC-ness is just gone. If you were half caste in Nazi Germany, you were fucking sterilized. I'll leave it at that if you're going to carry on with that fucking shit. I think that's enough because I'm drunk as shit. It's 2 in the morning. I want to go bed. Yeah. I hope everyone's enjoyed this impromptu live stream. Let's have a quick look through chat. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think there's much. Sounds back now, and weird. Oh. Oh, fuck. I bet that is using. If I click on that and hit advanced audio properties. If I can hit advanced audio properties. That all looks right. I'm just wondering if it's using the. Yeah, it is. It is. So this scene is still using the default audio, which I'm guessing is going to be the built-in microphone on the laptop. Fuck the bed. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, that's my fault. Who said that one? That was Nimrod. Someone said it. Yeah, Nimrod, thank you very much. Sorry I didn't notice your comment earlier. That's my fault. Going off on a tangent. Yeah, all good. It's my fault. I feel like everybody is a pop. Right, yes. That is literally. If I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. Audio input device. Mic 2. Don't talk.
Mute that one. Now, that should sound 10 times better. That's my own fault. I set up all these scenes and different microphone from when I set them up. Blah, blah, blah. Sorted. Doesn't matter because I'm ending the stream now. But, more importantly, it'll work better for the next stream. And, you know what I'm like? I am shit at this shit. Yeah, that makes sense. But thank you very much for joining me for all of this. I'm waiting for someone else to comment and saying, yes, audio is better now. Or shit, yeah, fuck off, Dan. Thank you very much. Jerry Oneism. Yeah, I'll go through the scenes at another time. I didn't realise the default audio choice wasn't the microphone here. I thought it was. This is a microphone. The decent microphone's in the flat because it's mounted on the stand and everything. I'm not moving that. That's better now. Thank you. If there's any problems ever with the stream, I will always keep half an hour in chat. I might be shit at it. I will always keep half an hour. If it's, Barman, 2-3 decibels more on audio. Barman, you're too fucking loud. The audio's not good. Say, because I don't do this often. I don't do a live stream often. Because I worry about my own performance on a live stream. I like doing a video where I can go, oh, that was shit. Stuff it, re-record. I've got a shitload of crappy redone voices and stuff like that. Not so much for the audio, just because of my talking. On a live stream, I feel I can get away with it. On a fucking video, no, it's gotta be mint. So, yeah, just one of those things. Right, I'm gonna love you and leave you on a live stream that I expected to end 2 hours ago. Please leave a like. Please give a share. I'd love 2,000 fucking subscribers by Christmas. That'd be fucking the best Christmas present ever. Thank you very much. I've been Scott Bob. Right, let's try that again. Thank you very much. I've been the Sarcastic Bomb, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Big shout out to my members, patrons, and subscribers. Even anyone who leaves a comment or a like, it all means a fucking shitload. It really does. It all matters in the grand scheme of things. Right, I'm going to fuck off, let you all go to sleep, because M2M's left me because he's a twat. Just because it's 2:30, he doesn't think he can stay up this late. It's 2:30 for him too, so that's fine. I've got to go shopping about 8 in the morning. Purple, good night. Why are you not blue either? Purple, remind me later to make you blue. My phone is here, but I'm literally going to end the live stream by the time I pick up my phone. No, that's start recording, that's start visual camera, that's studio mode. I've forgotten how to lend a live stream on fucking OBS. No, I literally have. No. Oh, fuck. No, I literally have. Ah! It's covered by my YouTube chat. Ah, there we go. No. Fuck off. Right. Thank you very much. Nasta! Oh, fuck's sake. There's boxes that pop up if I press the button. I just want to stop. You'll not be able to reconnect. Your stream will stop and you'll no longer be live.